Hi everybody, welcome back to Carnation Crafts TV. I'm Laura. We have Taz next door.
Hello everybody.
And we've also got Bunny next door as well.
If you want to say hello.
Hello. There you go. So we've got, so Taz is going to start the show off. No, Taz is going to be doing some of the show and Bunny is going to be in charge of all of the cameras for the show. So a team of us today. And this is for our last show with the Petals and Threads collection. So this is our last show of the day. We are over 75% of the stock gone already. So this is the last show. It is on a show price for you as well. So it is on a show price of $109.99. It is going to go up to $124.99 on midnight on Friday. So you are getting the free P&P with that as well. So you can easily add in extra little bits, you know, like your glues and things like that. You don't want to add in your P&P, so you can add bits like that in as well. But let's go through exactly what you're getting on here, because this is such a stunning collection. You've got your Composure card shape. I'm going to pull this forward so you can see, because you get so much in here. You've got your florals, you've got sprays with your flowers in there as well. You've also got those large doilies, which if I turn round, you can see the size of the die set that you've got there. The doilies, you can use that outside mat as well to actually make the card shape, which is absolutely stunning. So you can use that to do your card shape, so making your bases with that, but I will show you in more detail when we get over to the boards. Then you've got our vase, so you've got your vase set there. So you've got the teapot, you've got the lid, which I absolutely adore to go in it. You've got your pail and your vase with the little cork. You've got those scented sticks as well that you can add in to change the look of those completely. Then you've got our elongated apertures. Now these work in very different ways, so you can mat and layer those up. You do have mats and layers in there. You can pop your aperture into your cardstock like this, so you can cut out your aperture, pop your sentiment in there and use it like that. You can use them to make borders. So there's lots of different ways that you can use them. And one more. Look at that. I love the design on that as well. Just that slight little curve works brilliantly. So you can use that one like that. Then we've got our proud leaves. Now I'm just going to bring this one back in so you can see, because the design on this is going to allow you to do your die cutting, and then your leaf is going to cut out, but it's still going to leave part of it in there. So when you pop these out, they're going to stay in the cardstock like that. So you're going to get that 3D effect. So you can cut them like that and have one strip, or you can multiple cut them and have it going across the whole background of your project, which works absolutely stunningly. Or equally, you could cut them in green cardstock and actually use them as the leaves on their own if you want to. And then we've got Said with Meaning, which is your sentiments. So you have got beautiful sentiments in there that you can mix and match up. You've got Sent with Happiness, Sent with Love, and You Are Wonderful. And you've got the mats to go behind those as well. But we'll show you everything on the board so you can see in more detail what it is that you were getting. So to start off with, this is from the Classic Composure card shape die set. This is that large doily shape die. So you've got your mass layers to go in the back. So if you want to compose card shapes like this one, so you can see that outside mat is used for the card base. So you can make complete cards with this, or even use the actual doily itself to make the card shape, which is absolutely stunning. So multiple, that's 4 sheets. Oh no, this one isn't. This is a different one to the one we had earlier. So this is Fiona. So what Fiona's done is cut out the mat in the background and then folded it in half. And then so it's just one of the die cuts. So Taz has just asked me, could you use it as a rocker card? And do you know what? I don't think you could, because these stand up perfectly. Like you don't need to put the you don't need to cut a straight line at the bottom of it because you've got the ridges there. So I mean, unless you put it on one of the edges, so it kind of rock, but it would fall. It stands itself up straight away. Do you know what I mean? So maybe. But then you've also got the vignettes as well. So even for those lace details in those doilies, you've got shading going around all of these die cut areas. So you've even got the vignettes for that. But that's just the doily shape in that die set, because you've also got all of the florals in there as well, which are absolutely stunning. You've got hydrangeas, you've got the decoupage elements to decoupage those up as well to add in all of that dimension and height. You've got two different size and colorways in the roses. You've got that really big pink one there, and you've got your peach ones. You've got your gerberas that you can go in, and you've got different sizes in the gerberas as well. And you can also decoupage these up, and these ones you could also use as little tuck-ins. So if you don't want to use them as decoupage bits, you can add those as little tuck-ins to build up your displays as well. Same with this one as well. If you just want that nod to the florals behind, you could tuck those in. You've got your buds as well, so you've got your pink and your you've got your leaves, you've got your larger leaf as well that you can tuck in behind everything. You've got your stem, and you've got your eucalyptus. I can't even say it. That just does not stay in my... I've remembered everything else. Eucalyptus. I'm going to remember that for the whole show, just for you, Taz. I can't even say it anymore. Right, then we go into our vase. So this one, you can see you've got your mats, which is really lovely if you want to make something like this. So you can see the mat of this bucket is actually the card base itself. How stunning is that? That is just, that could be a nameplate. It is just the cutest little card, absolutely stunning. And Fiona made that. It is absolutely stunning. So you can see, using these mats, you could do things like that. There's nothing stopping you doing that with the teapot or the vase either. You can mix and match these up. You can see, so they've got all of the detail lines in the dies. You've got the cork there you can pop on the top if you wanted to, and those sticks that you could pop in with those floral displays as well. Then we come on to our proud leaves. So this is the one that we were showing you. You can cut into your cardstock. So there's different ways that you can use this one, but like if I just bring this in, you can see this is one of the demos that we did where we cut them out in the back of that aperture, and you can just see how they work absolutely stunningly. You can pop them out if you want to as well, or you could use them on their own. Like we were saying, this is just run through with the perfect papers. You could even pull these out and use them as single leaves if you wanted to. So you could, if it was green, you could cut those out and you could just pop those behind your project, even in pink, and just pop them behind to fill your projects. And then also you could use it like that. So you could have these as empty spaces, but you can also use them like this. And you can pop your florals in behind these as well to really bring those leaves to life. So something like that, where you're going to run it through, and you're going to pop these florals in there, tuck them in with those flowers, and how pretty does that look? So much depth and detail on there. Then we're on to our apertures. No, I haven't done anything, nothing at all. So we're going on to our apertures then. So you can cut these into your cardstock. So like this one here, you can see with those leaf details in the background, they work so well. We did this demo, I think it was yesterday, where we went in, added that aperture in, and you've got the perfect papers there in the background. It just elevates your card so much. Or like the one I just showed you, where you can put in like the leaf die behind them. It just works so well. It adds so much texture straight away into the background of the card, so it makes the rest of the card really, really effortless to make. Then last board we've got our sentiments. I absolutely adore these. You've got Sent with Love, Sent with Happiness, You Are Wonderful. Now the lovely thing with these, you can snip these out as well, so if you want to use them separately, you can absolutely do that and just have the words. So if you do journaling, scrapbooking, or even just for your cards, if you just want wonderful, you can cut these up, or you can use them separately as well. You've also got the mats, and I was showing you in the earlier show like why it's really important that we have the mats for our sentiments. So that is everything in the complete collection that you're going to get in the Petals and Thread collection. That's everything that you are going to get. It is such a stunning collection. It's so versatile. There's so many different ways that you can use this. Now I'm just going to try and grab some different samples. I'm trying to do good, yeah? Can you hear a fuffing in my ear? Rude. Right, Fiona has made this one for us. Look at that. How pretty is that? Absolutely stunning. Using that outside mat to make the card base. You can see how that card has been made using the outside doily, bringing in the matte and layers of that doily die to layer up, and then going in with 2 flowers, the rose, the eucalyptus leaf and the leaves, and the sentiment there down the bottom. Absolutely stunning. Then we've got another one here. This one is by Fiona again. Look at that. How pretty is that? And this is using the aperture to make that frame. So to just set that border along the side, tucking in those flowers, that looks absolutely stunning. It would look nice that way as well. Obviously, if the sentiment was the right way round, before you even shout in my ear, okay? I'm not, I haven't cracked up that much just yet. She is on one today. Right. Sue has made this one. Now look at this. You're gonna have to come out for this one. It is absolutely stunning. She's even added in like dewdrops that you can see there into the flowers as well. It really brings it to life with that You Are Wonderful. Now the gold in here you can see works perfectly with this collection. That is available on our website. It's the Centura Pearl. I think that one's the pale gold. We've got pale gold and we've got green gold, so you've got a mix of those two, but I think this one is the pale gold. But it looks absolutely, both of them look stunning, so you can't go wrong with either one with this collection. And you can see it there just in the background. And then I believe these are the free background papers that you can download as well. So don't forget, when you download the vignettes for these, download the inserts and the background papers as well, so you could have the vignettes, you're going to have the background papers and the insert printed out, ready for you. And I can't remember the lady's name, Taz. We just seen it after we came off air, but a lady had messaged into our last show to say that she ordered the kit with us yesterday and it's been delivered. So it was on the earlier show. We'll have to check. We'll comment on it later, but somebody's already messaged in to say that theirs has got delivered. So then we've got another one here. This one's from Sue, using the aperture there as almost like a border down the center of your card. And you know what, that is such a nice way. If you were somebody that struggles with larger cards, 8x8 cards like this one, that is such a nice way to break it down, because you've already broken it down to 2 DLs. So you pop in your flowers on this side, your sentiment on there, and it looks absolutely stunning. We've got one here by Sue again. Now this is the one I was showing you with the proud leaves there in the background. It looks absolutely stunning. We've got, oh, there's no name on this one. There must be. Sue again. I must have just grabbed a pile of Sue cards. But look at this, absolutely stunning. You've got the sentiment there down the bottom. You've got the vase there with all of those florals built up around that doily. It looks absolutely stunning. And do you know when you look at these, there's so many different card shapes. Look at that. Sent with happiness. This is Sue again. How stunning is that? With those background papers there and the different colorways as well. Like if we jump to this one now that Barbara's done. So going from the oranges and the golds in that one, we're going straight in with the pinks and the greens. How pretty is that? So it's going to be great all year round, different seasons. The colors are going to work with. And they just look absolutely stunning. I'll do one more because I got one more in my bell. Look at that. It's so cute. It sounds so strange calling a teapot cute, but it's cute. And it's cute because it's got the lid, is what makes it cute. Right, let's do a demo, shall we? Are we doing any comments? Or are we just going to just jump into a demo? Jump into a demo. Right, so I've got my 6x6 card. And I've got actually some of that Centura pearl. So this is that green gold that we're going to use. And I've got the, oh, let me just mention the, because I'm using them, the perfect papers. So we've got the perfect papers for the petals and threads. These are stunning. Obviously this is what I'm going to use now in my demo. You've got the dark green in here. You've got a light green, you've got a dark and a light pink. You've got almost like a dark cream and then a light cream, which they just work so well. So you can see all the colors there. You get 2 of the solid. Obviously you've got multiples because you've got 48 sheets in here. But you're going to get 2 solids. You're going to get 2 of the swirl design. It's really nice to see there on that dark green. And then 2 of the floral design as well. So you can see the different designs there. So you get 2 solids, 1 floral, 1 swirl each time. So you're going to get you get 2 lots of that. So you can see the different colorways there, and they are just stunning. If I just grab that one with the flowers on, you could bring that in with absolutely any colorway and they just work. Because obviously the colors in this have been pulled out from the artwork, so they work absolutely perfectly with the vignettes, with the background papers and the inserts as well. So they're going to be absolutely perfect. So if you could add anything in, add that one in, because it's just going to make your collection go that much further. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop down our gold cardstock. So I've just put some of our foam tape on the back of here. So we do have foam tape as well on the website if you need to stock up on foam tape. And now is a great way, if you're ordering the collection and you've got free P&P, it's a great way to add in, you know, your essential things. You don't want to add, you don't want to pay P&P on your like essentials, do you? So add some glue on here, and then that is going to set there like that. And then I've got another layer here, because what I wanted to do, I wanted to use the collection, but I wanted to almost go away from the circle of the card shape, just to show you that you could bring in other things with this as well. So I'm going to just matte and layer the gold cardstock. So this is the same Centura pearl that I've used in the background. So I haven't done anything too drastic yet. Everybody can do exactly what I'm doing at home. And then I've pulled out this solid colour from the cream. So this one's that lovely one with the swirl, and then this is the solid. So that's just going to fit on there now perfectly. Colour coordinated. So Taz just asked me, are you asking, do I measure the mass and layers? Yeah, so Taz has just asked me if I measure my mats and layers. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but we might not have. But no, I do not. So what I do is so like this is my 6x6 card. So like if you imagine I've just pulled this 6x6 card out when I've got it home. So if I'm doing some mat and layering, let's say I'm going to grab some perfect paper. So let me just grab a sheet and I'll show you, because I find this is just the way that I find easiest. So I'll pop this down on there, and then I will just place it. Let me turn it so you can see. So I'll just pop that down like that on my cardstock, just go by eye, and then I'll just get a pen or a pencil and I'll just mark like where the end is, and then I'll just cut it, and I'll do the same thing. So that's what I've done. So like pop your card down, and then I've done obviously those two, and then because I knew I wanted to do something in the center of the card, so I wanted to put a larger frame. So what that mat and layer there, leaving that larger gap, is essentially framing whatever I put in there, because it's drawing my eye into that project. So then just pop your cardstock in the middle and just put it down to kind of, I just do it by eye. I find it worse if I try and measure it. So I just do it by eye. So just pop it in and just think, oh, you know, however much you've come in that way, you can just go there and just go there. Or you could do my finger trick. Oh, she's touching at me now. Right, okay, so if anybody didn't see yesterday, I asked Miss Taz if she could have a look and tell us how big this outside mat. So if you were making this, if you were cutting this outside mat die out, how big it was. So while she was looking, I just went like that and said that I knew it was about 5.8, I guessed, inches, because I know that if I go like that, from there to there is 6 inches. See? So, and Taz found that very amusing, that that was my like trick. But I think all us crafters have that trick, okay? Now I've got my eucalyptus leaf, and I've cut it in half. So like I said, you have got so much snippability with these dies. So that is how it was going to come. So that's how it will come to you. Once you cut that out, that is how that branch is. It's obviously perfectly curved, like you can see, to fit around the doilies. But you can also easily just snip into it, and then you've got 2 separate ones, and that's what we're going to do now, okay? So I'm just going to pop that there. So I've got like a little guide for a minute, so I know where I'm going. So I'm going to grab my pin flare, and we're going to add these in. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue behind the leaf, and I'm going to pop one there. And I'm just going to keep that there for a minute, just so I can gauge where that's going to be, so I know where to fill. But you don't, obviously you don't need to do this like this. If you're doing it at home, you could just play around, and you don't need to glue as you go in. If I was doing it at home, I just add everything in, move it around, play around with it, and then when you're happy with the composition of how you want it to be, then go in and start gluing all your little bits in. So then we're going to pop that one behind there. So I've got 2 of these, so you can see I've cut them both down. And the beauty of doing this, like that one now is there like that, this one is the other way. So if I wanted them to go the same way, I could just flip them, because you do have the mirrored vignette, which makes such a difference, just having the reverse image, especially when you're doing things like this. That is going to go there like that. And then I've got another one, so you can see that I've used the top bit and the bottom bit, and then I'm using the top and the bottom bit here, so they look different. That is gonna go under there, like that. So we've got that. Now I know that's gonna sit about there, so I know it's roughly gonna go on the top there. So now I'm gonna go in with my flowers. Now these ones I've already gone in with foam pads, and you can see the depth that you get on there. So you've got your different layers to go in with. So I'm going to add in my glue and I'm just going to start going in. And this now is the bit where you're like, right, I can have fun with this. You just go in and tuck. Tuck these in, but do let us know if you are one of the lucky ones that have got their kit home already. If the delivery, oh, and because maybe the delivery man's been out in the snow, if you've had snow and then you've had your kit delivered. Can you imagine if it snowed and then so you couldn't go to work today and then your kit came? It'd be like, I don't need to go to work because I can't get there. I'm in the house. I can't go anywhere because it's snowing and my brand new kit has just turned up. I mean, you couldn't plan that, could you? That would just be like the perfect outcome. So we're gonna, let me just put that there. This is gonna go and there. So I'm not bringing in the hydrangeas or the roses for this one because I wanted to try and stay in the creams and oranges. And what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to just add in the sentiment because I want to add in like filler bits behind the sentiment. So I want to stick this in so I know exactly where those bits are going to go. So I'm just going to add that in there. So I've got the Perfect Papers in the solid, in the cream, and then that's just gone on to the same gold Centura Pearl that we've used for the mattes and layers in the background. So you can see how bringing everything in, how it all just works together. Add some glue on the back of there because this is going to go over multiple layers. And then we're going to just go in. And like any little bit, so you think, do you know what, just want something else in there. Just want to add a little something extra there. This is when you're going to go in then and just do it. And this is the beauty of when you get a kit like this. This is when you want to have pin flare because you can just go in, tuck these in, you can pull bits up. You haven't gone in with like a dry glue that's going to just set everything in place straight away. That one in there, and then no, do you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it like that as. But one of the reasons that I wanted to do this card was, if you look at this, like I always say with Carnation, you get so much creativity, so much snippability. So if I bring in this. Now you can see the eucalyptus leaves, that is what they've been designed for. They are perfectly shaped to fit around these doilies. So you can make stunning collections like that, but you can also make them go in corners. So you can also snip into them and use them for corner. I mean, look at the dimension that you've got on there, just adding in those florals. And all we've used is 2 of the eucalyptus branches, we've used 2 of the smaller leaf branches, and we've used 2 of the gerberas, and obviously the sentiments. How pretty is that? But obviously if you do want to make these, then you do need to grab our Petals and Thread collection. It is an absolutely stunning collection, and I can tell that you all loving it. We've had messages from people already on our videos to say that they've got theirs home today, so you could be sat there crafting with this already. But let's grab some more samples so we can see what the design team have been up to, because there's so many different cards here and they've worked so hard. You can tell the design team have absolutely loved making with these because there's just so many here, and I love that they're all different colorways. You can see the different themes as well. I mean, birthday wishes, that is such a stunning birthday card there. Keeping with the pinks, bringing those pink buds in with the rose. You've got the aperture there in the background with those proud leaves sticking out behind it. Just works absolutely perfectly. And then something more simple, you know, using the mats and layers there from the aperture with that single rose, using the stem with the leaves, that looks absolutely stunning. Thinking of you. That could be so many occasions that you could use that card for. Then we've got one here from Sue. Sorry, I missed the names of the last two. So we've got a card here from Sue. Look at that. Sent with love. And that's using the decoupage elements to build in. And that looks stunning because it looks as if it's like different flowers at like different times. You know, obviously not all flowers look exactly the same and they don't all bloom at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You do know what I mean. She just agrees with me, but she doesn't really know what I mean. Then next one we've got here is, this is Pam. Absolutely stunning. You've got the eucalyptus leaves going round here with that doily, and then bringing in the gerberas there in that vase. It just looks absolutely stunning. Then we've got Sue. Sue, you need to let us know. Yeah, but I think it looks nice that way. It does equally look. Yeah, but what's thrown me is Sue's put her name that way. Not that way. It's that way. It can be both ways. So I think it's supposed to be that way. So, Taz is saying this way. So yeah, but the sentiment can go on the side as well. Anyway, it looks absolutely beautiful either way. But so if you are watching, please let us know. No, there's no right or wrong, Taz. It looks beautiful both ways. But yes, Taz wants to know who's right or wrong. Next card we've got is by Pam, and you can see using those proud leaves in the background, you get so much detail and dimension straight away in the background. And then I love how she's used that outside doily, and then in between the layer of the outside and that middle doily, built in all those leaves, all those florals in there to make almost like a wreath effect with the sentiment in the center. Then we've got a lovely card here by Pam, where Pam's actually cut out the doily multiple times to give it strength. So we've got 2 at the front and 2 at the back, and that gives us the complete card shape for that, which looks absolutely stunning. You could easily use that as weddings, engagement. It would look absolutely stunning with that flower there in the center. Then we've got another one here by Pam. Look at that. I love that with that teapot. Almost looks like the doilies that I was saying you could have with the teapot there. So you've got that, bringing in all those florals there to make that almost like that little corner display there. You can see all those little buds sticking out. You've got the smaller roses. It looks absolutely stunning. And then we've got another one here by Fiona, which is another lovely example of showing you how you can bring them into corners as well. So don't think that you have to make them into circles. You know, pop them into corners and change the style of them. Even the doilies like have been cut in the corners, so you can just see the edge there of the doily. But you know what I love about that? If you took that away, it looks like a photo frame. So that could be like a scrapbook page or a memory book. That you've got that there. Stick a picture, and that could be memory book, scrapbook page. It could be what are those photo frames? You know, the ones that are like, they've got a shadow box. That's it. It was my hand gesture. A shadow box. That could be the shadow box frame, and then you could have the picture behind it, which would look stunning. But the full collection is from, all of those are made from our Petals and Threads collection. It is a huge collection that you are getting. You can see everything that you're getting there with the florals, the sentiments, those proud leaves, the apertures, the vases, and then not forgetting that card shape doily with those florals, and everything just works absolutely perfectly together. So let's make another demo. So to start off with, for this one, I've cut out the outside mat. So that larger mat that we've got in that doily, because you've got 2 mats before you get to the doily, that has been there. So you've got your 2 dies. The outside one, that's what you're going to use to, well, that's what you can use. You could use that one as well. So I've popped that in my die cutting machine, and what I've done is I've folded a piece of paper in half, and then I've run that through like that. So I've left that edge. So where that score line is, you leave that edge off. So then you've got your card base, okay? Now the only reason I've got that line there, and after I did it, I realised I didn't even need to, is to make it stand up. But because of the way the ridges are, it stands itself up anyway, so you don't have to do that, but obviously I'd already done that. So I've cut out another one in the exact same shape, and that is going to fit on there to cover where that score line is. So you're not going to see it from the front, okay? So I'm going to stick this on there. So all I'm using is our smooth cardstock a minute. That's going to go there like that. So covered that score line out of where our card, where the fold of our card will be. So the next layer then, so we've used that larger one, we're going in with the next one. We've cut out the perfect papers. So this is that lighter green colour, and it's got that lovely swirl pattern on it. So you've got that really, it's a really subtle pattern, which I think is really nice. You can use it with other things as well, and I think because it's a generic pattern as well, you've got the swirl, the flowers, and obviously you've got your solids there as well, so you can mix it up. It doesn't matter if you're making a romantic card, a sympathy card, a birthday card, you're still going to be able to use them for all of those occasions. That is then going to fit on there like that. So that's going on there. So I've got my matte layer, and I've got the perfect papers there then. So the next thing then you're going to cut out, you're going to, obviously from your vignettes, you've got your doily. So this is going to fit then perfectly onto that mat. This is the lovely thing as well. You don't have to worry about, trying to measure out matte layers and things like that. You can just go in with your dies. So run the doily die through with your vignette, and then you're going to end up with that, which is absolutely stunning. So then this is going to sit on there like that. So we've got that stunning card there now. You can see where the bottom is, so I know that is going to stand up like that. So we've got that there. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go in with that next layer, and I'm doing that just to add in texture to the card. So we're going to pop that one in, and you know what, we'll put some foam on the back of it as well, just to add in some height to that layer. And then what's lovely about this is with that middle doily, even just adding some foam pads to the side, to the center, sorry. When I put that there, because you've got the height in, you've got shade in. Can you see the shadow that you get through the lace? So you're instantly adding so much detail to your project, even just adding in some foam pads. That is going to go on there. So that's going to sit there like that. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring in our vase. So I'm just going to grab, oh, do you know what? This would be a really good one to actually add in if you were shopping and thinking, what can I get that goes perfectly with this collection? It would be your ball tools and your foam mat. Because doing things like this, especially with the florals, it really helps hold its shape and you get that perfect curve when you're doing it. If I turn that, can you see? Like even if I just pop it there, you can see, look, me pushing it down, it really holds its shape. I was just straightening that bit out, thank you. Right, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to glue this down. Right, I'm going to just pop my sentiment in first so I can gauge where it's going to go. Actually, no, I don't need to. But we'll stick that down on there. Right, so we've got white on there. So we've got that sentiment there like that. So that's going to stick on there. So we're going to pop that about there. And again, perfect example of seeing what it's like with the mat on. This is going to sit there like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in a mix for this. I've got some of those lovely scented sticks. Well, what I would imagine would be scented sticks. I'm going to pop these in. I'm sure they're scented sticks. I've just been, to be fair, I've been calling them scented sticks for this whole time. And Bundy could be sitting there thinking, they're not even called that. What is she calling them? These. What? Wait there. I need to know about the bucket. Oh my gosh, yes they would. They fit in the handle. Right, wait there. I've got to show people. So Bunny's just told me that these will work. Oh my gosh, they do. They fit through the handle. Is that what you meant? Oh. Yeah, so like on the bottom. Yeah. But yeah, to be fair, I was thinking outside the box, okay? I was going for incense. Yeah. So, you know, that's what us crafters do. We just think, oh, what else can I use that for? Outside the box, that's it. I am doing it like this, yeah. And then we've got some of our flower buds as well. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to cut them down. So I'm going to cut this one up to there. And I'm going to cut that off so that I can pop that in without it looking as if the leaves are coming out of the side of the vase. So we're going to pop that one in there. And that's going to go there like that. And then I'm going to flip it. So using the reverse. And then that's going to go in there like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut, because I don't want to waste these, I'm going to just cut that bit where you can see the stem. pop a little bit of glue on there, and then I'm going to tuck that there like that. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So you can see where I've cut that is where the stem was. I'm going to go in and just snip that bit down so that looks natural now. And we're going to tuck that in there like that. Ooh, without moving everything. And then I've got my white one. Gosh, I keep moving everything here. What's going on? And then I'm going to snip that one as well. Pop a little bit of glue. And then that is just going to tuck in the middle like that. So we've got that there. And then we've got Scent with Happiness. So we cut that out in our white smooth cardstock, and then we've matched it onto the Perfect Papers with the pattern in the background. But like I said, the pattern is so subtle that even doing it like that with the sentiment works really, really well. So I'm going to pop that there like that. And then we've got our card base. Ooh. There you go. Absolutely. Oh, I could have added my cork in as well. Wait there. Stay there. Stay there. I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving it. Oh, I've glued it to my hand. Look. It's fine. Just show you my hand. I've glued it to my tweezers. What is going on with me? There, we've got the cute little cork in as well. Look, that has just made the card. Talisman, I don't know what you're on about. That has just completely completed that card. How rude. But our collection that we've got. Now this is the last show for today. It is absolutely stunning. It is the most beautiful collection, and I think it is the most versatile collection to start 2025. I keep having to remind myself it's 25. But what an absolutely stunning collection to start the year off. It's such a versatile collection. You've got so much in there. And I'm just going to turn this around again so you can see, because I think it is absolutely stunning. There's so much detail in there that you are getting. Such a big die. You get so much in here, from your card shape to your vases, to your apertures, your leaves, your sentiments. You get absolutely everything that you could possibly need in here. If I could add anything in, if I could say to you, add one thing in, it would be the Perfect Papers. They are absolutely stunning. You've got the swirl pattern that we showed you, your floral pattern, and your two solids. For each colorway, you get that twice. You get 6 colorways in there as well. You've got the dark green, light green, you've got the dark and light pink, you've got the darker cream and the lighter cream in there as well. You've got 48 sheets in there, 6 colorways in there, which is absolutely stunning. And they work with everything. If I just grab that and put it that way so you can see all of those flowers, it works with every color. There isn't a color that you could get that it doesn't work with. And it takes all the hard work out of it, all the faff and the mind work. Everything is there ready for you. But we will show you a couple more samples before we go, because the design team have worked so hard on these. We try and show absolutely all of them because they work so hard on these. I don't know if we've done this file, but we'll try and get through as many as we can. So we've got one here from Barbara, which is absolutely stunning. And I love the fact that she's gone into her collection and picked out a different card shape. So think of those matte and layering dies that you've got at home already. Just bringing those in with those florals, adding that pale in. It looks absolutely stunning. You've got this Scent with Love there, and that's not even using a lot of the dies that you've got in the collection either. Oh, I've got one here from Sue, which is absolutely beautiful. You know, when me and Taz first seen this, I instantly thought of a sympathy card. She instantly thought of a wedding card. This could be absolutely any occasion. You've got that stem there with the hydrangeas on, so 2 die cuts. Then you've got those proud leaves 3 and the scent with love 4. And it looks absolutely stunning. The background as well are the free backgrounds that are available on the website. So don't forget, you've got free backgrounds and free inserts to download with your free vignettes. I don't think I said free enough times then. Yeah, I love using the word free as well, but it just sounds strange saying free so much. Our next one then, we've got this one from Pam, which I absolutely adore. You've got all of these florals built up into that stunning cascade of florals there. And then you've got You Are Wonderful along the edge there. I was going to say something to Taz them, but I thought, better now. Our next one, we've got Scent with Happiness. I love these, and especially with the teapot, I think you could use that for so many occasions. Even if it's somebody who just likes, you know, they like a cup of coffee, they like a cup of tea, using that on its own with the doilies I think works perfectly, but as well bringing in these florals, it just works absolutely stunningly. Or using the pail, the bucket, as your card base. Who did this? Fiona. So using this as the card base, bringing in the bucket, add your sentiment with those flowers. I think that is the most adorable card. It is absolutely stunning. And she's also used acetate on the back there. So you can see popping some acetate there to help hold those flowers in place. And I mean, that's been posted up to us as well. And it's also been in this pile of samples. I've obviously been showing it for the last 2 days, and that still looks perfect. So very, very cute card. Then we've got one here by Fiona again. Look at that. I love this teapot lid. It's the simple things for me. And that's my like pick of the show. The teapot lid is what's done it for me. Absolutely adorable. You've got the matte layers there, so making that card base, making your card shape with these, adding in your matte layers, adding in the sentiment, bringing all those florals there with the teacup, and then those proud leaves. So Barbara's done this one for us, and you can see they're bringing in those proud leaves and tucking those in with those leaves, tucking the flowers in. It looks absolutely stunning. Bringing in those flower buds as well with your sentiment. And then look at this one. Stunning card there with love. You've got, again, bringing in other dies that you've got at home already to make the card base with this. And then making that little floral display there as well. So you can go from small cards like that to your big cards. And you know what? I can do one better. Because then you can even do like your little cards, look. All with Scent with Love. All in different colourways as well. We've gone from the greens to the golds and the creams to the pinks. Oh, I built all that up, Taz. Just so you knew, I built that all up, ready for the end. I was like, I'm going to finish on a high. I'm going to get 3 the same. I can't even joke about it. I didn't. It's all the design team. But thank you so much if you've joined us today. Thank you so much for messaging in. And congratulations if you've managed to get this at the show price. I know you're going to absolutely adore it. I know I've enjoyed using this so much. That is it from us today. I will be over on Hobby Maker tomorrow. Me, 2 and 5, I will be on Hobby Maker tomorrow. I will be on with this. So if you've bought and you want some more inspiration, I'll be over there with this tomorrow. Me and Taz will be... me and Bunny will be back on Monday, and me, Yes, Monday and Tuesday. Yes. So we will be here Monday, Tuesday next. Yes. Am I allowed to say? So on Monday, we're going to have dinosaurs here. And we're going to get Taz to come in her Ferrari safari outfit. Oh, I've told you, my words don't work anymore. Anyway, I hope you have a better day than what I'm doing right now. I hope you can join me tomorrow. Come back and join us next Monday and Tuesday. Have a lovely rest of the day and a lovely weekend if I don't see you by then. Bye.